Pit of Heresy. It's been a minute since I've done this dungeon. And away we go. I'm kind of glad that they added the Dungeon Rotator playlist. Or I guess the weekly rotator. Don't know if I can call it a playlist. But it gives me an excuse to go back and do the old dungeons. I know it's been a hot minute since I've done a dungeon guide, but I've got a reason to now. It'll probably take me a minute to get the duality dungeon soloed. Because I'm kind of out of practice for soloing dungeons. I have not really been doing a whole lot of them like I used to. Probably because I actually have friends that play the game now, instead of just playing by myself. Whee! And down we go. Oh, that's very unfortunate. Let's see where we need. Cursed jellyfish, sandwich, and lines. Sword. Best thing is just come up with your own names for these symbols, whatever helps you remember it. Cursed jellyfish, lines, and sandwich. Let's go top to bottom. Well, that's rude. Get back here, jerk. I'm just trying to shoot you. Don't have to use oh lord, what is the name of this gun? Is it Nagi's? Jeez Louise. Can you tell it's early in the morning? No, I don't have a grenade. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Okay, that's cool. Despawn. What do we got in here? This will be the night. Set this all in thralls. So if you haven't done this before, it's a fun dungeon. And if you want to start soloing dungeon, this one's probably the easiest to get. So this beginning section, you'll just follow those three symbols on the back of the wall to the little places that they lead. And you'll have the knight, the shrieker, and the wizard, which can only be damaged by this sword that you get, the relic. And each can only be damaged by certain attacks. So the knight can only be damaged with light attacks, and I mean all of them can be damaged by the super, but light attacks for the knight, blocking for the shrieker, and heavy attacks for the wizard. I think we're going down. We're going down, down in an earlier round, and sugar, we're going down soon. Let me jump. Jeez. So there's lines, and there's a knight in my way, but I can just hop over him. Oh, there's an ogre too. excuse me, pardon me, don't mind me. Oh, that's unfortunate. Hey, back up. Leave me alone. Hey, give me some breathing room, dude. Oh, that's unfortunate. Use the sword. I see it. Where? Didn't I just kill one of you? Where's this ogre? Yeah, so here's the Shrieker. Nice and easy. There's some ogres in this room. You just block. It's a little bit easier if these ogres aren't in my way. Because they keep flinching me up off the target. Okay, target's dead. Die. Die, die. Alright, what was the last one? Will you stop it? Annoying little ads. Lines. Yeah. Sorry if I'm very scatterbrained. I'm still waking up a little bit, but if you're looking to solo your first dungeon, that was a misclick. This is definitely one of the easier ones in my opinion, with the hardest part being the Chamber of Suffering, which I think takes a little bit of practice, but once you get it down and understand, you know, the flow of the encounter, it's pretty easy to do. It just takes a little bit of practice for you to get used to the way soloing that encounter works. Boop, 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 boop. Hold that. Oh no, my sword. That's unfortunate. Now I gotta go find a new one. Boop. I always hate trying to get a new sword because I feel like when I need one, the knights never spawn. And when I don't need one, there's always knights spawning for some reason. Wow, that grenade did a lot of damage to him. Maybe if we run back a knight will spawn. Aha! Hello, good sir. Goodbye, good sir. Oh, that's interesting. I guess that was technically a grenade kill. Oh lord. That was not supposed to happen. Oh, I missed. Let's ride this up just a little bit so I can make that jump. Hey, quit it. Hey, quit it. You missed. You missed, loser. Oh, that's the one I can't get. No, let me just do this. I'm not interested in dealing with these guys. Where did my sword go? There it is. Yeah, so this guy, you just keep jumping around and hitting the heavy attack. Until they die. Cool. Now that all are dead. Excuse me, sirs. That's unfortunate. Whatever. Where are you? Come. Okay, bye. It's not like I wanted to play with you anyways. And then you'll see a glowing green light. That's where you go. Later. There'll always be lots of ads. And I missed that headshot, unfortunately. And that one. And that one. Good lord, I'm bad. Die for me. And now I can get Devour up. Void well, get some void energy. Hold that. Miss. I'm bad at this game. Not really, I just have bad moments. Hello, sir. Do me a favor, please back off. You could also totally use whatever kinetic sniper your choice is, plus Lament. It's another loadout option that I've used. Oh, nice. I mean, really, this first encounter, you can get away with a lot of things. Oh boy, a bond. Just what I wanted for Christmas. So the opening is really easy, and it gives you a chance to kind of get a feel for the dungeon. This next section, with the ogres, very annoying, but not hard, just really, really annoying. Mostly because these ogres are assholes and they just kind of, oh crap, kind of just stare at you. So these balls, you gotta make sure you pick them up every now and then between like killing ads, because they will despawn. There's a lot of thrall. Witherhoard is also a very nice option for this section. Yeah, there's that ogre. Sometimes they just want to hang out right outside of your little doorway. Sometimes you just gotta go for it. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I did not want to melee him. I wanted to skate away. If you're playing on Hunter, you can easily go invisible and then just run past them. The first handful of times that I did this dungeon, I definitely just patiently waited until the coast was extremely clear, but I'm kind of cockier now because I'll just run past them, which is totally viable if you're fast enough, but if you don't feel comfortable doing that, it's totally okay just to wait. Is this nice little underground tunnel that you can use to avoid them. There are a lot of thrall that spawn. Like right there, see, they'll just keep dropping from the sky infinitely. If you had Witherhoard, it'd make it a little bit easier. Just drop a pool and profit. Try and go back out the way I came, but that ogre's sitting right there. And I'm very close to the end, so I don't have a lot of runway to work with. See, look. He just sits there. Stares at me while I stare at him. Go away, sir. I know you've been trying to reach me about my car's extended warranty, but... can we just leave it alone, please? Later. I do really like an eager edge for this section because it makes it a little bit easier to run past the ogres. Alright, there's... excuse me, don't mind me. I need to find... this is where I came out. Most of these rooms only have one and two entrance exits. One on each side. There's 3 lanes. And I know this dude's around the corner. I don't think this is where I wanted to go. I was hoping this would be a section with ads in it, but I think I just need to go this way? Yeah, here we go. See that the ogre's chilling outside, so I'm gonna see if I can get him to come down here. Hey, ugly! What are you shooting at? These ogres are dumb. And very annoying. Hey! Get over here! Oh, give me that. Come on, you're almost there. What are you shooting at? Sir, thank you. Bye. Have a nice time. Oh, why are you so accurate? They're never this accurate. He's angry. He's angry I made fun of him for being ugly. Sometimes when you deposit, you have to be careful because they don't despawn right away. And so, come over here and there's a rally banner. And then there's the ads. I'm not going to change much. I'm just going to switch to a 7 Seraph machine gun. Yeah, I think that's the play. Switch around to my scavengers. It is worth boosting up your resilience. I'm at tier 5 because a lot of my builds I have not updated to include resilience. But here, see this plate? You're going to want to stand on it, otherwise you'll die. And that does not have a lot of range, which is why I brought this guy. What are you putting your shield up? I haven't touched you yet. Well, that's very unfortunate that it leaves him almost dead. So once you see, like, it'll get angry if you don't stay on it. However, if you're quick enough and you feel confident enough, you can juggle this void charge until you get another one. Hail Mary that. Oh, nice. I actually made that. So you just gotta keep juggling the void charge to make sure it doesn't despawn. Because every time you deposit it in there, you'll get a wave of ads. And why are these guys always hiding from me? I know you're up there. There you are. So Curse of Suffering comes from not depositing these balls. No, that's not what I wanted. I want this one. And then every ad wave. I'm just gonna throw this so I can instantly get Devour. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. There are Boomer Knights up top that are kind of annoying, but you gotta make sure that you don't have ads, especially with the Curse Thrall running up on top of you. Playing a Void subclass with Devour, extremely helpful. Or healing of any kind, I guess now that Solar's out, that's definitely an option too. I have not used it, so I'm not sure how good it is. Let me run around, pick up ammo, get a Palmyra B that I don't care about. What on earth? What on earth? I feel like I've had so many exotics drop for me in the past. That's unfortunate. I've had a lot of exotics just randomly drop for me. So I'm curious, why did he die, but not the other guy in one shot? Okay, cool, I got my power up. Give me that ball. Snipers are very helpful in this place because then you can hit the ads from, or hit the knights from far away. Well of Radiance might also be interesting for the ad waves. I definitely like Well if you're running in a team. Not so much for solo, though. This is definitely the most hectic and difficult part of the dungeon, in my opinion. It takes 6 phases, or 6 deposits, to progress the encounter to the next one. And, which is part of the reason why I doubled it, because if you do 2 charges at once, it doesn't always... Oh, son of a gun. It doesn't spawn an ad wave for each deposit, it just spawns 1 ad wave if you deposit them close enough. Oh, that's unfortunate. I did not get my Devour up. Hold that. Sorry if I just kind of like switch between talking and not talking a lot during this encounter, because it's kind of hectic. What are you doing hiding back there? So usually before I go and get the next one, I always like to make sure to refresh my timer. Because I don't know what the timer is on them, to be honest, but I like to make sure that I have enough time. Oh, I did not get to do that. Here, hold that. Heal. And then the suffering has ended. Not too bad. Oh boy, a heretic that I don't care about. Let me in. What did I just bump into? Honestly, these are my least favorite parts of this dungeon. I do not like these little jumping puzzles. Okay, so here, kind of like the first encounter, you have to go find 3 wizards in this maze based off of those symbols. Let me change screen capture. Sorry about the colors, I know it's really whack on my screen capture. But I have a little map that I believe I found it on Reddit. I will post it in the description, but I always like to keep this nearby so I can see where I'm going. So like, I need ice cream cone, which is over here far left, and I need that one, which is over here, and that one, which is way up here. Dang, they're all spread out this time. That's unfortunate. Sometimes I usually like to write it down what my symbols are. So like ice cream cone, whatever that is. But I think I'm just gonna go this way, and or if you're on PC, I'll take a screenshot. Let me do that. Let me take a screenshot really quick. Open up the snipping tool. And I just make a little snip of those symbols. And then I can remember where to go. So we're going to go to ice cream cone, which is far left. Or what you could do is also what I did when I first started running this dungeon, is I just wandered about until I saw radar pings, and then I tried to figure out how the heck to get from where I was to where the red was on my radar. Or I guess yellow, because I use the colorblind setting for my radar. First wizard. Sometimes I can never duplicate it, but if you pop their shields, sometimes it stuns them and just knocks them right off the edge. Okay, so there's ice cream cone. Let me look at the map again. I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map. Figure out my most optimal route. Go to center. Let's see. Okay, this is where I'm standing. I need to go this way. Yeah, these things, you ever seen Wipeout? This is like the Destiny 2 version of Wipeout. And if you need to, definitely put on, you know, your jumping exotics for this section. Take it slow. Whatever you need to get through. Because there's definitely a lot of really weird physics that sometimes you just, or geometry, sometimes you just hit a thing and just bounce right off. Where am I going? There's the exit. To the right. To the right, to the right, now kick, now come on baby. Yeet! Hold that please. Oh, it didn't even track to the wizard. It was like, I'm gonna get this small little munchkin right here. Okay. that wall. That could center. Probably be easiest if I go this way. Definitely just take your time in this section. Out of all the runs I've done, I guarantee the most deaths I had were in this puzzle. I mean, I don't know that for a fact, but it feels close enough to the truth for me. I saw you. Later, guys. Have a nice life. So you kill all three. These guys should despawn, yeah? Yeah, there you go. I always have to wait until I start shooting them, and then you'll just come back this way. And do-do-boop. Nice and easy. Still not very awake. And I'll be trying to do this on Titan and Hunter. On Hunter, I've made it all the way up to the boss, and then I kept dying and I gave up, kind of. So we're gonna switch to Solar for this boss. Flame, Crush Dash. Make sure I just have all the right stuff. I don't need that. Dang, I do not remember what armor pieces that build used. This one, yeah. Okay. It's the Solar one. Show mod placement, please. I think good enough. Ignore the fact that my fashion is awful looking. Hey, ugly. So the way I like to do this is I like to start it by going to every single little corner tower and clearing all of the trash ads first. Because just killing these guys makes everything so much easier compared to like if you were to try and kill them as you were doing it. Hold that. Just absolutely nuke everything. Thank you. I'm just gonna leave you alone for now. So just kind of weave in and out, looking for ads. The Shrieker's the worst one because he just constantly shoots at you. Well, actually, Shrieker's not too bad because he stays in one spot. These guys, however, with the knight, oh, Lord. Yeah, missed. See, the knight will chase you around no matter where on this platform you are. So once you've cleared all the ads, hold that. You die, thank you. For healing. You grab the sword, and just like the opening encounter, same idea. So I like to start with the Shrieker because it's the easiest. Make sure you run around to this backside, because if you stand in the front, the boss can still shoot you with his fire blast. And you don't need to worry about depositing the void charge right now. You can go kill all of them, and then once they despawn and you deposit a void charge, it will, is this the wizard? Yeah. Will you stop chasing me, sir? Sorry, I'm way too scatterbrained to do these, you know, like live commentaries. So I like to do that and then go back over to the wizard. Because the knight is the most annoying because it's the weakest attack and he's just kind of a jerk. So I always like to make sure I come to the backside. I usually stand right outside here, and if you do just a little hop before you fling it, you can avoid some, because if you stand on the ground, sometimes it just hits the stairs. So I always like to do a little jump just to make sure I get it up and over. And this is an encounter where if you want to switch like armor, like I'm doing, you totally can. And if you don't want to do that, that's totally cool too. Whatever makes you feel most comfortable and floats your boat, you know? Just because you see somebody else do the most optimal strat doesn't mean you have to, because usually optimal strat means there's risk involved. And depending on your skill level and how comfortable you feel, maybe the risk is not worth the reward. So you just come back and deposit these into here. Usually like to play Ring Around the Rosie with the boss. I guess he doesn't want me to go there, so I'm going over here. Felt that whiz past my head. So usually I like to make sure that all of these thrall are dead. Get out of my way, dude. You have to be careful because the boss does like to throw his fire slam at you if it's the first thing you do. And I like to take the curse thrall out as fast as I can. Because if you're not careful, they will sneak up on you. Like this one. How did you live? Not the best DPS, but it is whatever. Once he starts doing that dark crystal surging with energy, then you need to get out, because if you're still inside that circle when he finishes, you die. So I'm going to clear these ads and then switch back to Karnstein's. Not the best DPS. Sometimes the boss, he'll allow you to sit like in a well and make it very easy on you, and sometimes he doesn't. Yeah. So it really depends on the boss's mood that day. But I've also done this encounter with Nova Bomb, and I think that works perfectly fine too. I think the most important thing is you find a setup that you're both comfortable and confident on. Can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man, bitch. Clear this ads? Did I get all three already, or am I just dumb? Like I said, it's early in the morning. Oh wait, I don't want that. Idiot. What is this, your first time running the dungeon, Silver? Yeah, we'll go inside. Don't have our Silver yet up. So I know, like, the first time I dealt with these disciples, I did a very interesting, like, pathing. I do that because I can get away with only using one sword for all three instead of having to use multiple swords. I like that. Now I gotta go get another sword. Yep, there's the boss's fire blast. Thank you. Wow, undershot it. I didn't know you could push this around. The knight, you can usually get like 2 swings, and then I like to block. Sometimes you can get 3. But it's the easiest way because he'll attack right back. Sometimes I phase through him, and honestly, I don't know how to replicate that. But I usually block, swing at him a couple times, and then block his attack. And as soon as he attacks and you block it, go ahead and start swinging again. Hey, get off me. Those do so much damage. Love it. Jump up. And I missed. Whatever. I just bumped into my thing. Curse Thrall. Hold that. That. Time to get out. I'm gonna be honest, this is the first time I've tried doing him on Solar, and I think I like Void better. I just wanted to try Solar on this boss, since I haven't done it with the new Solar 3.0. I definitely think going all Void for the entirety of the dungeon might be the play. Unless you decide to go with some other Solar build, but the issue with... Is this the knife? Oh, yes. The issue with this Starfire build is, this is not what I wanted. You gotta, in order to get, you know, lots of fusion grenades, you gotta be standing in an Empowering Rift or your well. So that's not always very helpful for boss DPS. Although, typically I go Wither Horde and Linear Fusion. But I'm kind of experimenting with this dungeon run because, well, Machine Gun's got a buff, and we have Solar 3.0, so I just wanted to see what it was capable of in a dungeon setting. Or at least in this dungeon setting. I've tried it in Duality. That. Dead Knight. What am I stuck on? I've actually had a run where pieces of the Shrieker fell down and almost killed me. Which I got scared for my life because it was when I did my flawless run, and I will honestly, if you're new to soloing dungeons and you like flawless dungeons solo or something you want to get to at one point, all of my flawless runs that I've done, I didn't even mean for it to be flawless. I just went in there. I sit here while I recheck my health. It's just how it happened. I just did a run, and I was like, ended up getting flawless. I'm like, okay. So you kind of have to get to the point where you can run the dungeon and not really have to think about a lot of it. Because the less you think about it, usually the better you do. In my experience. I would like to know what is wrong with my health bar. My health is going for a rave. Oh, nailed that. I did not think that was gonna hit. Yep. Silly Thrall, you idiots. Silly rabbit, tricks are for kids. I don't think the boss liked me saying that because he immediately fired that at my head. The boss is standing right next to the thing where I need to deposit it. So sometimes you can get him to move around if you play like Ring Around the Rosie. You, sir, can you leave me alone? That's it. Come over here. Rotate around. Sir, I need you to leave the area. Get him? Can I get him? Whew! Got him! I was a little scared. My cheeks were slightly clenched there. Are you gonna give me the ship finally? Yes! I got the ship! Nice! Which means I... Where is it? Get this. What a nice run. Did it flawless? And I got the ship, so I finished my moon seal. This week it is the... What is this? Pit of Heresy for the weekly dungeon rotator. It will give you a pinnacle, and typically this chest gives you really nice armor. So, and they are farmable when they're the rotators, so I definitely... If you can get a fire team, just farm the boss. You'll get lots of good armor if you need that. Relatively simple boss, too. But overall, that's the dungeon solo. At least on Warlock. I'm going to try and do it on the other two classes, but I've never attempted it on Titan, and I've only gotten to the boss on Hunter. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, maybe a comment, and if you're feeling lucky... and gracious, subscribe. It would really make my day. I will catch you guys next time, and I hope you have the best of luck farming for God rolls.